Have you ever opened Grindr and thought, no way, these are the only people nearby? And then the app all of a sudden wants anywhere from £10 to £40 per month for a subscription in order to see more people and to unlock all those special features? The question is Grindr helping us find dates or is it just taking our money? I guess we'll find out in the first episode of Dating Chronicles. What's happened now then? Welcome to Dating Chronicles. Oh, for God's sake. So we're going to start off with things that really wind me up about Grindr. I joined Grindr years ago. And when I first joined, you'd be able to swipe up, swipe up, swipe up and see loads of different pages of guys. And the guys were good looking, the guys were bad looking. You had the full mixture, right? You had the full mixture. You could tap them, which is basically liking them, giving them that nudge to tell them that you're interested. You could message them. There was no need to pay extortionate prices in order to do any of that. And now you've literally got two pages that you can swipe up and see guys on, right? And 9 out of 10 times, those guys will not be your type, right? If you do see a guy that's your type and you want to message them or tap them, you'll be reminded by Grindr that you've either got to watch a long advert. If you're lucky, they'll give you that option. And if you're not lucky, they'll constantly remind you to upgrade to Grindr Extra or Grindr Premium, I think it is, right? And they're extortion prices, let me just tell you that, right? So the good old days where you could just scroll, see guys of all different types, whether they're good looking, bad looking, to your preference, right? To now seeing grids of guys that are not your type. Make that one make sense. No matter where you go on Grindr, you're constantly reminded that you must subscribe to see unlimited guys. Upgrade to Grindr Extra to see 900 more profiles. No thanks. Now be honest, how many of you guys have scrolled through Grindr and thought to yourself, I bet the person I actually want to talk to is locked behind the paywall? We've all been there. Grindr has become like a North Korea. It's like a dictatorship, right? You could be scrolling through Grindr, or you could even have your phone flat on the table and Grindr notifications are going. And you're feeling like, oh yes, someone's messaged me. I might get lucky tonight, right? And then you go on your phone. Someone's tapped your profile. Again, a tap means a like, right? So someone's liked your profile to indicate that they like you. You go on your phone. You try and view the person that's liked you. You can't view them because you've got to pay for that perk, right? Someone could be scrolling through Grindr, they could be viewing your profile. They might even view your profile like 52 times, right? And then you're wanting to know what that person looks like because you might decide to message them. They might be your type, right? Or they might be too shy to message you and just viewing your profile, right? For that perk, you've also got to subscribe. But then the other half of me thinks, what happens if my future husband is behind one of these blank profiles? Would I regret it if I don't upgrade to Grindr Extra or Grindr Premium to find that special person? So when I say Grindr is like North Korea, what I mean is it's controlling what we can see, right? Grindr is basically selling us gays to other gays for a price to make a profit. That is what they're doing. Let's look at it from a business perspective. Grindr is a business. Businesses have to make revenue. Every subscriber on Grindr gives Grindr more revenue. But Grindr should stop chasing all of this money and it should actually care about what its users think of the app and how its users interact with the app. And I don't think it takes into account that. The amount of adverts, the amount of spam on there, it's clear that they're not moderating the app well enough to charge these stupid prices that they're trying to get for Grindr Premium and Grindr Extra. In Grindr's business mindset, they won't be wanting us to find our dream guy. They'll want us to be single for as long as possible. AI's here now. How freaky is that, right? Grindr knows exactly who we're messaging. Grindr probably analyzes the profiles of the guys we message and go, that's this person's type. That's maybe why when you go on Grindr and you look at your grid, it's all guys that are not your type that you see. And then if you upgrade to Grindr Extra or Grindr Premium, all of a sudden you've got all these guys that are your type just flooding the grid. Now, my personal opinion is Grindr knows exactly who we message, right? And then it uses that information and the pictures of the person that we talk to then think, who else might this person be interested in? And then it hides them from our grid. 9 out of 10 times, like I said, you'll have your two pages of men that you see and they will not be your type. And then when you buy Extra or you buy Unlimited, you will see all the guys that are your type just flood on in. I used to think there wasn't anyone my age in my city. Why is that? Because I didn't see them on Grindr. I then bought Grindr Extra and then all of a sudden flooded with people my age. What's that about? Is this Grindr's algorithm? Is it making me not see people my age, just seeing older people that might not be my type? I don't know. I am not just singling out Grindr in this video. I'm mentioning Grindr, Hinge, Tinder, all these different apps. In this day and age, all apps are charging insane monthly prices in order for you to find love, right? Why do they need to charge so much money? It's because people that are lonely will do absolutely anything, spend absolutely anything in the hope that they will find love. And because of that loneliness, how much do we think people are spending per year on dating apps, right? We're going to use Grindr Premium for this example. £40 a month, right? £40 a month. Over the course of a year, that's £480. Just basically getting flushed down the drain. Because we all know nowadays Grindr's just hookup. There's very rarely that you'll meet a partner. Yes, it does happen, but it's rare, right? So you're basically just chucking your money down the drain. Unless hookups are your thing and you're happy to pay that extra cost for the hookups, then you're not really chucking it down the drain. £480 in this day and age is a lot of money. So guess what your boy did? I bought Grindr Premium so you guys don't have to waste your money on it. And I'm going to tell you whether or not I think it's worth it. So, as soon as I bought Grindr Premium, it does this full-on refresh. All the guys that you used to see that aren't your type disappear, and all these handsome guys your age with six packs just suddenly fall down, darling. Come on, sweethearts, I'm waiting for you. Right? They just fall down. I'm in disbelief. I genuinely never thought there was young, good-looking gay guys in my city. But then when I spend money to Grindr, right, when I pay for the subscription, all of a sudden I'm rewarded with all these guys my age. I feel like I'm in paradise. And then when you're feeling like you're still in paradise, you realize that all these guys that you can now see are still on the free version of Grindr, and they can't make the first move. They can't message you. They can't tap you. If you view their profile and you like to keep viewing their profile to give them a hint that you like them, they don't know that you're doing that because they can't see that because they've got to pay a subscription to see that. So if you like to make the second move and like them to make the first move, Grindr Premium is definitely not for you. Now, whilst yes, you've now got all these handsome guys that are now open to you, you can message them, you can start talking to them if you are their type, right? You've also got these spam bots that message you no matter what Grindr you've got, if it's the free version, the extra, or the unlimited, right? You get these bots that constantly spam you with these dodgy websites. You get these sugar daddies wanting you to add them on Telegram or Kick. Now, if you're paying Grindr £40 a month for Grindr Unlimited, right? You do not want these bots spam messaging you constantly, right? You'd expect some form of moderation from Grindr. And unfortunately, they don't care. They're happy to take your money, but they'll provide no support to stopping these bots on their platform. So do I think that Grindr Premium is actually worth the price? Well, it depends. If you're looking for hookups and you're happy to pay £40 a month to have unlimited profiles to potentially hook up with, then it might be your thing. But if you're looking for something a bit more serious, like you want to date someone or get into a relationship with someone, then you might want to look at putting that money into another dating app like Hinge or Tinder. Those apps, in my opinion, are better for relationships or dates. Grindr is better for hookups. Again, that's just my personal opinion. I'm not an expert. So whilst, yes, I did subscribe to Grindr Premium in order to tell you guys whether or not I personally think Grindr Premium is worth it, I also did it for my own reasons too. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. One night, someone tapped me. I couldn't see what it looked like because it was blurry because I hadn't subscribed, but I could make out the guy was kind of good looking. So I decided to subscribe to Grindr Premium in order to unlock that tap to see whether or not that guy was good looking and I could potentially have a hookup. So I guess fear of missing out was the first reason. I was hopeful that I might find a date, a friendship, or even a long-term relationship on Grindr. So that's the second reason why I bought it. Third reason was definitely down to loneliness. Sick of being single, wanting things to move along, wanting to feel loved, whether that be a hookup or whether that just be a date or a relationship or a friendship. Just get rid of the lonely feeling I had. And I guess I just wanted a bit of attention. So be honest, guys, in the comment section below. Have you ever paid for Grindr, Tinder, or any other dating app because you thought the person you wanted to talk to was locked behind a paywall I'd definitely be curious to know. Let me know also in the comment section, guys, whether or not you like this episode of Dating Chronicles, because I definitely enjoyed filming it. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, and share this video, as it helps the channel grow and it keeps me motivated to keep firing out this content. Before you go, remember my exciting new series, Passenger Seat. The first episode comes out on Sunday. Definitely be there, guys. What's going on this week? Welcome to Passenger Seats. Yes! And if you made it this far into the video, guys, comment legends below, because that is exactly what all of you are.